guys, it's me, Danielle Danny Buttons, and today I am here with the most massive end of the month wrap up that you will ever see from me. I have colored a total of 76 pictures out of 36 books, and I'm even showing you more than that because I have about 3 pictures from last month that I did after the video. So, right now it is almost midnight on August 29th. And I'm filming this to get it up to you on the 30th. So in theory, I could color even more before the month is through. But even if I do, this will never be happening again. This is a very special month. I don't know. So before we start, I would like to put a little disclaimer. I did a ton of buddy colors, and I'm going to try my very hardest to make sure everyone's information is linked down below, as well as information on all 36 of these books. So hopefully I'll have a big fat down below section today. But if I make any mistakes, especially if I buddy colored with you, please let me know as soon as possible and I will absolutely fix it. There's a lot, so I'm going to try really hard, but please let me know. Wherever you messaged me the first time, do that again. Alright, so how I've kind of organized these is the first stack is books that I've done videos on. So, for example, we have Erie, Tracing Around the World. I have made a whole video on this page, so hopefully you've seen that. Apparently, I can only link 5 things, so there will probably be things linked, who knows what, but they'll be here if they're there, so it might be this page. This was called, like, Coloring Challenge Outlines, I think, if you want to see that. So I used my Staedtler Tri Plus fine liners, and I just outlined everything. This is one of the ones I actually finished in July, but didn't get to show you in that wrap-up. There's obviously a video on this one, and it is this mermaid. This may be one of my favorite pictures I've ever colored. This was How I Color Watercolor challenge video, and yeah, it's all like 10 watercolor, and this is a metallic watercolor, the Shine. And I just did all the blending, and I really like how this one came out. So the next whole bunch were in my, what did I call that video? I used all my gel pens challenge or something like that. I don't know, but I definitely will link that one. That was a 10-day project that I'm proud of. I will link that for sure. So this is from Spiroglyphics. This is the gorilla page. You can't really tell what it is. You can kind of tell it on camera better than in person, but this is kind of what sparked the idea. I wanted to use up a bunch of my gel pens all at once. I do recommend this video if you have not seen that, because I used up 48 gel pens so that I can change them. This is Romantic Country, The Third Tale by Erie. Oh, this is not the right one. Alright, well, I keep mixing up the 2 volumes. This is actually a buddy color I did with Wrenn in July, and this took me like 9 days to do, and then I forgot to put it in my wrap-up, and I was very upset. So apparently my other Romantic Country is later down in the stack. I apologize for that, but I did acrylic, black paint, Prismacolors everywhere, and then a whole bunch of my pens. What pens are they? Pentel Sparkle Pops. So it's a bunch of Sparkle Pops all over, and I really love how this came out, and I think it's looking even better on camera, so yay for that. Yes, I have Wrenn's information, which I'm going to keep to the side for linking. I can't believe I mixed the volumes up. These are definitely for my gel pens. This is 100 Beautiful Mandalas by Camelia Angelkova. I want to say I did 10, and I actually started from the back, so I'm just going to get to the back. So I did all of these are full gel pen glitter. Hopefully you can see the glitter. I can definitely see it a little bit, so basically one a day. The color palettes I used for these were actually from Wrenn again. She had a book that had a bunch of color palette suggestions, so we did a few. I don't remember what they're called. I think this was called Happy, and this was called Serious. And then I did one that was beachy. Might have been that one, beachy. So I just go in order, and I decided to go from the back just for variety. This one I just picked all the neon gel pens. This one I just picked a bunch of, it was basically every page I did, I would pick whatever the fullest gel pen left was. That's what I would do. So that's a bunch of reds and oranges. Don't know, this is a random color combo. I really like this one. I really like gray as a color. So that's that one. Super, super shiny. This is like Neon 2.0. I actually wanted to use a pink instead of this yellow, but I had an issue with that gel pen, unfortunately, so it became yellow instead. This one looks very fall. And then finally, this guy, almost Neon 3.0. That neon yellow lasted forever. If you saw my video, that was one of the ones I worked on for a long, long time. So that was my mandalas from there for the month. I think I now have over 40 mandalas done in that book, and there are hundreds, so like we're making good progress in that one. Next up, I did 2 pages in Fantastic Collections, kind of 2.5. This is by Steve McDonald. The half page, I'll show you first because it's the last page, was this gel pen page. Basically every pen I would do at least 1 pencil with, sometimes more than 1 if I forgot if I had done it already. It's hard to tell with some of the colors because they're similar, but my intention is to finish this off with regular color pencils. Then I did this one, which was a process. Every little inch of this is covered in the glitter. Like, I don't know if it's showing that this is a glitter color, but this is a ton of glitter. And I use the Color It glitter gel pens, and they do rub off a little bit, but I like it. So I'm just saying, they don't really get on other things unless you go like this and then like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like you'll find flecks of glitter places. Then I also did this massive double spread. Oof. This one took me a while. This side was pretty easy, but then this side was really difficult because I was trying to like balance the colors and not just have it look very green. I did the green first, so I think it still does look pretty green, but that is that. I really do love, yes, beautiful. That, oh, let me take my Post-it out. All right, then I did a page in Colors of the Decades by Color It. This was again for my gel pens. Let's find it. These top ones are harder to flip to, but I did this page, which again, everything is glitter gel pen. So I had at the end of the week a whole bunch of oranges and yellows left. I guess they're not as common for me in my gel penning, so I had to figure out a nice way to use them. So this was one of the pages I did. And then, let's see, obviously, or hopefully, I did a 4-part video on this big boy, I keep calling it, which was this page. So part 4 just went up. It was my last video before this. I'll link part 1, and then you can just watch them all in order if you haven't seen them. But this is my Little Mermaid page. During these videos, I talked about all of my different Disney ranking preferences. So I did ranking Disney princesses, ranking Pixar movies, ranking my favorite characters, and ranking my favorite Disney movies. So if you are a Disney fan at all and you haven't seen this, I recommend you do that because this was a lot of fun and we did a lot of Disney talk, which I of course enjoy. And then finally, for videos, I think, is Nickelodeon The Splat. This I did for Close Your Eyes and pick a color, no, pick a book. And I ended up watercoloring this Hey Arnold page on video. I really like how it came out. I didn't do too much blending, but I think it encapsulates the characters very well, if you want to say that. And yeah, I'm hoping that it looks watercolored and not sloppy. So that was my goal. Over here definitely looks watercolor. Sometimes when it's just one solid color, it looks a little sloppy, but you know. All right, next up is my trio of split coloring books, starting with Chibi Girls Coloring Book Volume 1 by April Amber. If you haven't seen these videos, my husband and I split color, which means I literally cut the page in half and he does one half and I do the other. A lot of people have been starting to do that. Love it. Hashtag split coloring if you do that so I could see, or just tag me. Either way. I actually have done a few in here, just the full page though, this month. So I did this one, which is like a cowgirl. I don't know if I love how it ended up. I did like all the background and then I did her and I was like, ugh. So I don't know, but I actually used to have a blue cowboy hat, which is what I was intending to inspire this. But other than that, she does not look like me. And then is this my second buddy color. This was with Mikki from Coloring by Mikki on Instagram. I don't think she has a channel. If you do, please let me know. But I'm gonna keep that with my list. And this is our like Space Girl. I don't know if you can tell again with the lighting, but I used iridescent medium for her. No, I didn't. I used more gel pen. This was still more gel pen. So I used the clear for her helmet, and I like gel pen the stars and her little boots, and as much as I could with it still make sense. The rings are gel pen. So I really liked that. And I actually did this page a second time right away, but apparently we won't be showing you that first. This month, I didn't just split color with Sam, my husband. I also split color with my cousin and her daughter. So they visited me because they had no internet one day, and we did a bunch, and then they came back because they had fun split coloring. So that was cool. So this was one with me and her daughter. I kept getting red fingerprints on everything. Whoops. And then here we go. This was the second time I did that page. I love this page, this version, maybe even more than the other one. I really love that I could do two very, very different things. And I really love how hers came out too with the purple background. Like, I love the purple and the gray together. So, awesome color combo there. This was my cousin. And then back to her daughter, we did this one. So, I almost feel like I'm cheating sometimes because I'm using the alcohol markers and they just use pencil. So, that's why mine is very, very crisp. But I love that she also did the two-tone hair because Samuel frequently does the two-tone hair. So that made me laugh. But that was a lot of fun. Then we have volume 2. So for volume 2, I just did this one. All right, so when I always keep a list in my bullet journal of the pages I finished. And when I was going through that list and I realized I was at 74. I was like, I need to do something else. So I actually did this page like 10 minutes before filming this video. But then I took out all the rest of the books and figured out I had not written one down. And that's why I got to 76 instead of 75. So again, I used my iridescent medium and did a lot of glitter all over. And otherwise, it's a pretty simple one. And then this was another buddy color with Sam, split coloring. See, he does the two-tone hair too. So this is actually his first time using alcohol markers, I think. I gave him my old set of Cali Arts because mine were starting to dry up, so I got a new set. But as you can see, he's encountering some of the drying up too, but he does not mind. We almost picked the exact, maybe we did. We probably did pick the exact same color for the cabinets, and then his was just a little bit drier. Because that's pretty seamless. And we don't do that very often. Because you can see, we didn't match anything else. This was another with my cousin's daughter. This is one of the first ones we did. No, this was the second day too. I don't know what colors I ended up with. But she was kind of like Americana diner in my mind. And then this was another one of the first ones we did. I think it's really funny because the order we did them, it made sense that like she did a black background, then I did a black background, and we kept going back and forth. So that was pretty funny, but you're going to see them out of order, unfortunately. For the designs that are like this, where it's just the girl in the middle and then a bunch of random stuff around her, I've been doing this outlining method for the background. I just think that's a good way to fill up more space when there doesn't really need to be a background. So that's my method for that. Then next up, Chiba Girls Volume 3. This one is definitely my favorite of the 3. Sorry, I took a sip of water. My favorite of the 3. And I did some in here. So this one, I buddy colored with Jamie. Jamie's Coloring Love. Again, I mention her in every video. So everyone will be linked down below. I used a little bit of my gel pens. I think I still had some left, so there's some yellow on her outfit and her umbrella, and there's clear on the raindrops, and I kind of thought she was like the Morton Salt girl, right? Morton Fisherman or Morton Salt? Morton Salt. Good, that's what I thought. Great. Then I did this one with my cousin's daughter. See, and then this is the black background I did, so it was really funny because she did the white background that time. So I really like this one too. I love getting to do fun hair. And then this is the other one I did with my cousin. And I was very surprised when I turned this over that she went with this effect. Basically, she was using, she was using Crayola pencils. And sometimes you may notice that they don't necessarily match what you think they're going to be. So she did this deer and she was like, well, that came out all wrong. So I just went for it and went like psychedelic. So that's how that came out. And I really love it a lot. And our skirt almost lines up. She actually, because she only had that much of it, thought it was pants. But it's a skirt. It's a dress. So I thought that was really funny. So that's it from those books for this month. Hopefully they'll visit me again and we'll have some more. I also got 2 books to review from Belba, which was super awesome. It's my first ever review books. I'm feeling very fancy. And I picked Christmas and Travel Mosaics because I wanted to pick one that is not their normal style because I know I love their normal style. So I picked this one and I did 2 pages. So this is a regular color by number with their same 22 palette. This is like Finland, I think. So in the front, it tells you all of the titles of the pictures, and it's kind of like how Christmas is celebrated in different parts of the world. This one is supposed to be a Japanese postcard. So I'm excited to have this, and I'll definitely do more of these when we get closer to Christmas. So here's your little table of contents with the ideas of what you're going to get in there. I can't wait to do that picture, actually. And then the other book I got from them was Exotic Life Advance, which is their new puzzle book. This was hard, so I will show you. I did the fish, and I actually wanted to do one that was on the cover so I could kind of see what was going on just in case. And I definitely made a bunch of mistakes. Luckily with this picture, overall you can't tell, I don't think, but like there's an extra line of brown that there shouldn't be. And it's really not a big deal, except I would get to the next color and I'd be like, wait a second, it's already filled in, and I'd have to go back. So it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this type of puzzle, but this is hard. You really, really need to focus. And I actually just like went one color at a time and left the biggest section for last, and then I just filled in everything left over in blue. So that's how I did that. I also have another build book. This one, Square Mandalas, I'm planning on going in order. I think I did 2. So I did this one. I like the X method for these. They're very, very tiny squares, which is really great for the X method. I also really want to try the dot method, but I have not yet. So there is that. And there's the second one. And I actually started this one, but did not finish it because I got a different book, which I'll show you in a little bit. Did I tell you we're in the color by number section? We've entered the color by number section. I actually did, I think, 4 in Fairy Magic by Color Questopia, but I'm not going to show you because I'm very, very close to finishing this whole book. And then I'm going to do a whole flip through and review when I am done. So I will just show you, I guess, 1.5 pages that I did. I have been outlining these in all different colors and types of gel pens, kind of to test out what's best. And I mix up the colors a little bit. I kind of do what I want, and I'm excited to show you the finished product and review it. But I think I have 4 pages left. So I'm super excited because maybe this will finally be my first ever finished coloring book. Okay, next up I did 2 in Disney Babies. Oh, while we're on this, the next set is a bunch of French coloring books that I may not be able to get you links for because it's just, they kind of change. I very much recommend searching both Amazon UK and Amazon France to see what price is best for you. Obviously, I'm in the US, so if you're over in France or the UK, you already know how to find these. But for US and Canada, I would search for both and try to check out with both to see what prices are better. So I did 2 pages. I did, oh, that wasn't this month. Wow. I did Hercules this month. These are bigger squares than the Belba books, but for now, still I think work with the X method. As you can see, that's what I've been doing in here. And then I did Snow White, which was another buddy color with Jamie. She's like, let's just open the book randomly and do whatever we land on. So this is what I landed on. So, Snow White. Then we have this Colorage Mystery. Mikki and Friends, or Mikki doing stuff, I don't know. But I'm going in this one in order. So I did this side this month. I actually did this with twistable Crayola crayons. And I really enjoyed using that. This I did with markers, and it was very difficult to figure out what worked on this type of paper. It's very weird. I don't know how to describe the texture. It's not like anything I've used before. So I recommend the crayons. Unfortunately, I only have a small pack of the twistables, so some of the colors didn't match exactly, so I kind of like would mix. But in the future, I might just use my regular crayons, not even the twistables. And again, I plan on just going in order. This is like the children's version of the next books I'm going to show you. So it's supposed to be a mystery, but it's very obviously not. So there's that. Okay, next up, a bunch of my Disney pages. We have from Mickey, Donald, and Co. Buddy color. I did with Rachel at Mini Rachie on Instagram. Again, hopefully everything will be linked down below. I'm keeping all of the post-its that have names on them in a little area, but she wanted to do a Minnie Mouse page. So it was really funny because she decided let's pick Minnie Mouse, and then we were both just going to pick our own and then compare at the end, and we both ended up doing the same one. So this was a really good one. I actually did this page with, I think, all Sharpie highlighters. They're new. I ended up returning my set because my purple had no tip at all. So I just returned it. I had a 12-pack, and I know there's a bigger set, so I figured I'll just get that later if I want to. But I really like how this came out. I think it looks pretty good. Then we got Disney Optical Illusions Volume 1. And I think I only did the one. Yes, okay, so this is the backwards order that I should be showing you, but that's okay. This was actually the last buddy color I did with Audrey, who I didn't write her name on this post-it, but it's on another post-it, so we'll get there soon. But she has been Instagram messaging me, and I think we've done 4 buddy colors this month. And for this one, we decided that my theme for the month was princes, so I picked a prince, and then she did the princess. So I did Philip from Sleeping Beauty, and she did Briar Rose, actually, which is Aurora, which is Sleeping Beauty. So that's been really fun. I've loved the way we've been picking pages from these books. I've done a bunch with her. I've done a few with Jamie. Like, it's been super fun to, like, have a new way to pick the pages. So that's Optical Illusions Volume 1. Okay, and then I'm really like, whew. This is Grand Classics Volume 6. Currently, there are 7 volumes and a best of book. And the best of book really is just like 10 pages from each book. So I'll say that. This is Volume 6, and this was my first page in Volume 6. And this one, I'm pretty sure was, this was with Lauren from Life in Stitches. And I think we picked a movie, or maybe I also told her that I was going to do a prince. I know she did not do Eric, did she? She might have also done Eric. Now I can't remember, but I think I gave her 3 prince choices, and then she picked Eric, maybe? We'll have to look on her Instagram, Life in Stitches, to find out. So, again, link down below. But I was happy to get a page done in that one. Then, Tomb Thor, Volume 4. I actually did a bunch in this month, if you could see all those post-its up there. I don't know what it was, but I gravitated towards this one. Trying to get to the beginning. With Jamie, I did this Aladdin. I think she also did an Aladdin, but she might have done a Jasmine. Now that I'm 75 pages in, I'm getting a little confused. I finished this Goofy. I had already started him, and I just needed to finish him off. I think I had done the books and, like, the kisses. It was very strange. I did Prince John. Yeah. This is Audrey's chat or Instagram, which again, down below. But we just both did Prince John for this one. That was the first one we did. And then I did this one with Kat from Black Cat Coloring. And she wanted to do just anybody from the Rescuers. And I did Bianca. Let's see. Another one with Audrey. And for this one, she said, pick somebody you don't know who it is. So I did. Apparently, this is Billy Bones, I think, from Treasure Planet. And he is like, starts the whole movie and then dies right away. From what I gathered, because I had to look it up, because I did not know. And then finally, this was our last buddy color. She did Tiana to my Naveen. Unfortunately, and surprisingly, we didn't find any frog Tianas in all of the books. So let me know if I'm wrong about that, and like if you've seen a book with frog Tiana, because she's a frog in a lot of it. So that's what I did in there. All right, next. Colortronic. I did my first Colortronic page. I actually did this guy, the penguin, and I painted the background in acrylic paint, and then I did that, and I actually painted like 6 backgrounds. Now I'm not going to see any of them. Let's see. So they're all ready and prepped for whenever I get around to these pages. Okay, I had a little bit of a coughing fit. Hopefully I'm better. There may be more pausing. Anyway, I did all the black backgrounds. If you look in the back of this book, about half of the images have backgrounds. So I just decided that all the black ones I would do with acrylic paint because I really like the look of that. I might end up doing the other colors, but in my experience, the other colors are more likely to be streaky. So there's that. And again, I'll show you mine because I need to take off my Post-it. I just used Crayola Super Tips for the rest of it. But I'm tempted to try it with alcohol markers. So that may be coming up soon. Okay, next up is another Belba book. This is Mystery Mosaics. Wow, Animals. This may be my favorite of their books that I have so far. And I did this guy. I tried to do him for Shark Week, but I think I ended up taking a little longer. I tried to do the half and half method, and I love how this looks. So how I figured this out is I actually looked at the hashtag and found somebody else's done. And then I made sure I was doing it right. So that's what I did for that. I've done another page regular in here, and I really love how bold that shark looks. It might also be because this image particularly is really cool this way. So we'll see. I want to do more in this very soon. Okay, next up. So this is a little bit of a story. This is Color by Number Patterns by Jade Summer. This is their first Color by Number book, and it just came out. And if you've been following me, you may know I'm on a book buying ban. And how did I get this? So Sam, my husband, actually, I talked him into buying it for me for my birthday because when Jade Summer books first come out, they're on like super sale, 50% off. And then after a few days, they go back up to their normal price. So I was like, come on, I hate the idea of anybody spending $10 on this when you could get it for $5. So he bought it and he's like, okay, I'm going to keep it to your birthday though. Like, I bought this. I'm not going to give it to you. And I was like, okay. And then it came and then other people were getting theirs. And I was like, I want it really, really bad. So it's like, please, Sam, please give to me early. And then he's like, okay, I'll make you a deal. And I was like really scared because I didn't know what the deal could be. But then he said I had to beat him in rock, paper, scissors. And I did it, which I was pretty surprised because I don't always win because I usually just do rock. But I mixed it up and I won the book. And that was yesterday. And now I've done 4 pages in here. So I wanted to make it worth it. So I'm just going to show you 4 pages. I am in love with this book. This is my first ever Color by Number pattern book. And I really don't have many pattern books in general, and I always kind of want them, but I'm always like confused as to what to do with the colors. So this very much helps. So initially he just picked random pages, and then I decided I'm going in order. There's a misprint in that, as you can see, the palette is on the back of the page, except for the very first one, it is not. So I decided I'm just going to skip that and then do it later, because every page I do, I'm getting more familiar with the palette colors. So I think by the end of the book, I'll be used to it and be able to do that front one with ease. And I don't think you can tell, which is good, I write the color of the marker I'm using right on this side in black. So it's hard to see, which is what I want. So that's what I do. And I try to like mix up what shades I use from picture to picture, so they all look a little different and that I'm not just like wasting the same marker. So I did that one. I did this one. Again, especially with the alcohol markers, they're so bold and beautiful, and I love it a lot. I did this one. I've been getting weirdly lucky with like how much yellow I've had to use though. And then finally, this was the first one I did. I just think these are so cool. I've never really done any pictures like this, and I'm loving it. So I may just turn off the camera and do a bunch more in here. Unfortunately, this is now up to $10, but I think it's still worth the $10. Obviously, I didn't know that when I wanted it, but I really like this. So, link down below. Man, this is confusing why this one's all the way down here, but alright, so this is The Princess Bride, As You Wish, Memorable Quotes to Color, and I made a few messes in here. So, first was this page that should have been with the rest of my gel pens, but this is all my glitter gel pen on both sides. Originally, I was debating if I wanted to color her in grayscale, but I'm probably just going to leave it as is, because I definitely did enough coloring on these pages. And then, is my mess the second page or my third page? I'm going to skip to my mess. This is my mess, and I'm very sad, but it happens. So I used paint for the hat, and then I wanted to do the cool technique I've seen where you like put watercolor paint on a piece of plastic and then like plop it down. And I did that, and then I freaked out and I mushed it all in. So then even though I got better as I went, the damage was done. So I kind of hate what happened, but I also don't mind because I tried something new. I've learned for next time to not do that. Or if you're going to do a background with a new idea, do that first so then you don't get sad that you put all the effort into it. Anyway. And then finally, also for my gel pen page, gel pen move. Also for my gel pen video, I did this one because again, I had that neon yellow that just wouldn't quit. So why don't you give me a nice paper cut and pour lemon juice on it? Beautiful. Okay, now we are on, oh, this technically was too. But now we're on the next section, which is not color by numbers, and it is a lot of buddy colors and a lot of things I did myself. So let's see. This first one, The Brothers Grimm. I didn't end up remembering to ask. All right, so I don't know if it's Lida or Lida. I keep wanting to say Lida, so hopefully it is. But that is her Instagram, and she actually just made a channel, which is Sassy Coloring, which I'll definitely be linking that down below. She's brand new, so check her out. And we did this page. I didn't even tell you the book. This is The Brothers, did I tell you? The Fantastic World of the Brothers Grimm by Julia Rivers and illustrated by Forrest Diver. Yeah, I always want to say Driver. But anyway, so we did this page together, and I used my, what are you called? I never remember, but they're always on my desk. Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens, brush tip in here for basically everything, and then eventually a tiny bit of gel pen because that was the theme of the month. Use up those gel pens. So this is a Hansel and Gretel house, and I think that looks okay. Not my best, but it's all right. Oh, I also did a live video where I tested Gamsol for the first time, and this was one of the pages I did with that. I forgot to bring the other ones out, so I apologize, but if you never used Gamsol before and want to see the magic happen, you should check out that live. Okay. I'm realizing we got more gel pen going on, but let's see. I basically just gel penned everywhere because this was like the last day and I needed to just get out of there. But I also did this buddy color with Emily. oh, now I never remember if it's I hate butterflies or if I just say that because I personally also hate butterflies, but I'm pretty sure it's the butterfly hater on Instagram, which again, linked down below. We did this page together, and I did all my gel pen work because I was in the middle of the project. So everything is glitter gel pen except a pastel background in the middle. And then more glitter gel pen, guys. Surprise, surprise. This book really helped to use a lot of that clear glitter gel pen, or crystal as they call it. So that is that. And that was also a brand new book. Also, I've been putting the books, like I'm standing filming. They've been stacked on my desk. They were literally stacked like almost to the height of me standing. And now they're on my chair, and I'm terrified this chair is just going to break because it's a really high stack already. Yikes. All right, this is the book from Romantic Country. The Second Tale by Erie is where I did my gel pen in here, and I accidentally mixed up the volumes from earlier. So I did this page, Henry's Books. And yeah, this used up a bunch of pens, and I really liked how this came out too, because obviously with these really busy pages, I don't want to do them, but I like how this turned out. And I didn't feel bad to like be doing 40 blue books. Like that was the intention. So I like how that turned out a lot, and I'm happy to get that page done. And there's no bleed through or anything to worry about. The only thing to worry about with these gel pens were if you press really hard, you'll get like divots from pressing really hard. But other than that, it's all good. Okay, next up, 50 Lovely Gnomes. I realize now I also did a video from this one, but I also did 2 buddy colors from this one, so that's why I came back here. So this one was a 3-way buddy color with Jenny and Dana, who Jenny is Rainy Day Coloring, and Dana is Queen Whimsy Bee. Links down below. I don't know, Dana, if you have a channel. If you do, let me know, and I'll change that, but otherwise, that's her Instagram. And we did this girl picking some strawberries. I liked all of the fruit pages, so I picked that. And then I did this one with Misty, which I didn't write down her channel name because I'm like, oh, I know it, but no. Misty, what's your channel name? Country Gal Coloring Corner? Maybe? Country Gal Coloring Place? Link down below for sure. We did this bunny. So cute. I'm sad because the bow came out darker than I wanted. I don't know if you can tell. Like, I wanted it to be a lighter purple. It's very dark purple. But other than that, I liked it. And I'm very slowly trying to learn how and where to add white gel pen accents. So, and then this is the page I actually did for a video. This was Husband Picks My Page, and I think it's called Challenge Husband Picks My Page. And this was another page that I used my Gamsol, and this helped so dramatically. It was looking kind of rough. And this is a rough video to film too. This is all around rough. But now it looks so much better, and I feel like it almost looks like slightly watercolory, which I do not mind. So yay Gamsol, yay this page. I would say we're getting there, but we still have like 8 books left, so we're trying. All right, next up. This book was actually gifted to me from Misty, at whatever her channel name is, Country Gal something. I'm so sorry. But it is 50 Nighttime Mandalas by Camelia Angelkova. And I just did the first page in here, and these all have black backgrounds, and I'm really excited about these. But this came to me, I want to say like a day after I finished that gel pen challenge. So I had just done 10 mandalas in a row. So I did this one because I was super excited to get it, but then I kind of swore off mandalas until September. So coming in 2 days, I will definitely be getting back into here, maybe even with some glitter gel pens. So this was all just Cali Arts, and I really love this color combo. And I actually asked Misty what her favorite color was, and she said that she liked dark purple. So that's kind of what I based that off of, which I also really love dark purple. Next up was another gift. I'm being spoiled. I'm really loving the coloring community. I've been sending out gifts too. It's amazing. Anyway, so this is Broken Circles 2, Adult Coloring Book by Tabitha L. Barnett. And this was actually from Jamie, who gave me this bracelet too, which I wear in all my videos now. Or I tried to. I think I missed one, but I try to wear it in all my videos now. And this is actually the double pages, one is on white and then one is on black. These are majority fairy tale themed. And I ended up doing this Mary Poppins page. And I used, what did I use? So in the background, I used pastel. And then I used Crayola Super Tips. And then I like went crazy with, now I can't remember any words because this is so many pages. What did I go crazy with? Stickles, but knockoff stickles. I found a stack of stickle off-brand stuff that I had from like 10 years ago. And so I was like, oh, I need to use it. So like I stickled her umbrella, stickled this wing, stickled this bottle, stickled all the dots on her bag, stickled all the dots in the flowers. There's just stickles everywhere. I stickled his mouth. That was not my best choice. Ooh, they're little bow ties. So I went crazy, but I really like it. And then I closed it too soon. So that was my bad. But other than that, super cute. Excited to do more from here in September also. 2 this month from Chibi Girls, Grayscale, 2-in-1 by Jade Summer. Both buddy colors. Another one with Jamie. Jamie and I just literally just talk every day. And so sometimes she'll be like, what should we do? And be like, let's buddy color from this book. And she's like, let's do it. And then we do it. So that's why there's so many. But this is the little bathtub girl. And I put some glitter where I could with this one too. This glitter I mostly, I did use some gold stickles, but I used my iridescent medium. Also, this is supposed to be a cat, but I tried to make it look like Noodles the dog because she has up ears, so that's that. The gold is actually Stickles brand, and mine is super clogged, so if you see, this isn't perfectly stickled, and I'm sad about it, so I'm trying to get it unclogged, but it's not cooperating, but like, look how cool just that looks. Like, I can just do this all day and look at that, but I will not, because we have things to do. So I did this page with Christy from Crafting with Christy, which I'm not sure. She definitely has a YouTube channel that will be linked, but I don't remember if it's the exact same as her Instagram or not. I think this is her YouTube. So either way, it will be linked down below. And we did this one, which I figured like, oh, back to school. I mean, I'm not going back to school, but somebody might be. So we did the teacher, and I used some, what are these called? Jelly rolls, Sakura jelly rolls, metallic in like a bronze color, and I accidentally made a mistake. I had a cool idea, but now all her eyes are bronze, the whole things. So that's how that happened, and then just some bronze detail. And I just straight color these with alcohol markers, so I really love how basically every page comes out in this book because it's so much of the work is done for me, being Grayscale. Now we're up to our stack of Hannah Lynn's, which I think were all buddy colors. This is Mythical Maidens and Curious Creatures. And I did this one with Misty. That's why. Okay. Country Gal's Coloring Place. I don't think I was close in any of the things I said last time. But here it is. I will be writing that down below. And we did the Sphinx. So how I love doing buddy colors is one person will pick 3 pages and then the other person picks the final one. So I picked 3 pages and Misty picked the Sphinx, and we both did that. I did a bunch of alcohol marker and then some gel pen, of course, over top just for a little bit of sparkle. So I love this book a lot. I love all of Hannah's books. That's why I did some more. So next, Maui Mermaids and Island Whimsy Girls. I actually did this one that I didn't show you last month. This is all just straight colored with alcohol markers. And then, whoa, that's why it's the old Mikki tab, because I needed to open new Mikki tabs. That's how many pages I did. Then I did this one. I did this with Emily at Connor's Mommy Colors on Instagram. I don't think she has a YouTube, but I will ask her. And I did 90% of this with gelatos. So gelatos are another thing I discovered that I've had for at least 8 years. I had never used them before. I had no idea what I was doing. And I just have like a tropical 4-pack, I think is what it was called. So it came with this blue, this green, the purple, and the pink. So I just decided that I would try to use almost exclusively that. So I just kind of colored and then I rubbed it in with my finger, and it doesn't rub off anymore. And that's what most of that is. Then I used some stickles on her like beads in her hair, and I used a bunch of my iridescent medium everywhere else. This orange, unfortunately, is just regular pencil. But hopefully one day I'll have more gelatos and we can just do all gelato. And then I think I used some metallic paint. And again, just stickles. I've really got into that glitter this month. Okay, this is actually a buddy color from last month that I did, I think, on like July 31st, so I didn't get to show it. This is Whimsy Girls at Work by Hannah Lynn again. And this I did with Jenny from Rainy Day Coloring. We did this mail carrier lady. So I love how this came out. I kind of tried to make it look like the Up House. So I did the Up House colors on the house, and then I did the mailbox to say Carl and Ellie, and I like drew on the handprints as best I could. And then I did the kite with some of the balloon colors. And I did a bunch of stickles on this, and I actually did the whole border in stickles, or stickle knockoff, but you know, the 30th. So that's that one. I really love it, and I just love the tiny taste of Disney Pixar that we gotta throw in whenever we can. 2 left, guys. We've made it. Yippee Kawaii by Danny Banani of Fun Usual Suspects. I love this book so much. It's spiral bound. It's magical. This was another 3-way buddy color that I did with, you guessed it, Jamie and Shayna from Shayna in Colorland, who I will link down below. We decided to do this craft supplies. So I did some glitter gel pen. I did some Statler. Nope, not Statler. These ones again. The Faber-Castell Pip Pen. Literally, we'll never remember those, I don't think. But that is what I used on here. And it's so cool because even 3 of us doing the same page, they all look incredibly different. And that's the best thing about buddy colors. So that's what I did for that one. All right, finally, the last page. Whew. Daisy Joy, Mermaid Coloring Book. The end of summer coloring. Let's go out on a bang with this magical mermaid. I just did this on my own, no buddy color, and I love her so much. I actually started her, and I did like her tail, and I started the background, and that's when all of my markers were dying at once, so I had to order a new set of markers just to finish this, and I do not mind that I did that. You can see, I hope, that there are some stickles sprinkled all over. Her little belt is stickles. I stickled up this guy, her little cherries or whatever they are. Her eyeballs are stickled. And then I used a bunch of iridescent medium all over her. So this is super cute. And I love it. I'm sad I didn't do more pages in here while I was still in the summery mood. But of course, you can do mermaids all year round. So that is that. I don't know how I'm going to make a thumbnail. I might have to like take a picture of Sam being like, wow, shocked. I don't know. But anyway, if you've stuck around all the way to the end, 1, thank you so much. Crazy. Thank you. Also, maybe say seashell down below, just as your secret code word that you made it here. Yes, next month. September. No chance is this happening again. I don't think I'll get anywhere near 75 pages. I very much still am in the coloring groove, but I literally haven't done anything else this month. So I really need to do other things. I'm hoping to do a lot more walking the dog, some reading. Did very little reading. Just like not being at my desk is the goal. So that's all that. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, comment, bell notifications, subscribe. Like 50% of you at least are not subscribers. And that's silly because I'm a fun time. So stick around, please. And I will see you again in 2 days. And the next video is actually the scavenger hunt round 2. And I'm so excited. So 2 days. Come back then for the scavenger hunt. I'll be tagging you. Everything I hope will be linked down below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.